So I hopped into Classic, and dude, I gotta be honest, I'm really happy with the leveling experience. I am having so much fun. It's the basic, simple. It's just everything that I loved about MMORPGs back in the day, for the most part, right? You got your racial starting city. You've got that connection where it's like, oh man, by the time I leave here in like 5 hours, I'm really gonna remember this place in 10 years. It's just, I don't know. I spent all night in Dunmorrow actually just leveling up, just going through. I did it twice. I went on one server and then I found out, hey, it's kind of dead over here. I went on to another one and just started over again, and did not mind it whatsoever. But at the same time, I'm kind of bummed out because I'm finding out that I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do. And what I mean by that is that I want to play a Retribution Paladin, but they are not performing right now. And it's just one of those things where, you know, you can get into a raid, but you're probably going to get kicked for low DPS. And, well, I don't have gear anyway, and I don't have a guild. I have to put in a substantial amount of effort just to get into dungeons and to get the gear that I need before I can even show up at like Ice Crown Citadel or whatever. But I don't know if I'm ever going to get to the top of the mountain where everybody else is. Like, I can see everybody's already doing the Old Dwar. They're up there on that mountain. I can see them fighting, right? And I'm thinking, yeah, in about 2 or 3 weeks I'm going to be up there. And they're going to be gone. They're not going to be up there anymore. I'm going to get up there and I'll be like, where'd everybody go? Nobody wants to help a Retribution Pally? No? I have to go, holy what? I got to get a bunch of freaking add-ons now? And I got to learn how to use macros? Ew. I don't want to do that. No, I never got into macroing. Some people might cringe at that, but no, not really. I've been rather casual, you know. I'll download add-ons that I have to, whatever, to keep up, keep tabs on my DPS or whatever. But min-maxing has always been something that, I don't know. I like to do it, but I like it to be casual. What I don't like to be casual is the leveling experience. See, now most people aren't like this. Most people are the opposite. They want their casual leveling so they can get into hardcore raiding. I'm the opposite way. And this is the friction that I think I'm having with the MMORPG genre. I'm all about that journey and the struggle to the end. And then once you get to the end, I don't really want people being like, hey, you need to go gear up, you suck. I don't want that craziness, right? I want more of a family-friendly environment. Hey, you're not doing so good, we're going to work on it with you. Not like, hey, impersonal, we don't care about you. We got 5 guys waiting in the wings that are going to completely destroy your DPS. Get out of here. And that's, you know, you can't really get that from a high population game like World of Warcraft. Whereas when you look at a game like EverQuest Online Adventures, did we have toxicity? Yes, but it was more akin to like working at like a family restaurant, as like opposed to working at like some corporation. In the family setting, you know, it's got its problems, right? But everybody knows your name at the end of the day, and they're willing to work with you. In the corporate side, if you're not performing, out the dough, son. And that's just the way that it is. So it's two completely different things. So what I like to be more hardcore is the leveling experience. I like it to take time. So honestly, classic World of Warcraft vanilla is probably right up my alley. But that train is gone, dude. And it's like, maybe I can catch it in a couple years if they do it again. So I really think that's going to shine for me. I think that's really going to be World of Warcraft peak, because I wasn't there for it. I started with Burning Crusade. And Burning Crusade, things started to rapidly change, and you get to Burning Wrath of the Lich King, things change even more. So I'm finding myself in this weird place where part of me actually wants to Dungeon Finder, but then part of me is like, no, I want to go back to the more hardcore stuff, and I want to actually grind for my gold. I don't want to get into RDPK. I don't want to get into any of that. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I want to play traditionally, where I just go out and gather ore or herbs or whatever and sell those, but that environment doesn't exist. That environment does not exist in Classic. And I think there's a lot of people like myself who we want to go back to that time, and it's there, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's just been ruined by a lot of things. So I'm just going to keep doing my thing. I'm going to keep, because I've come to the conclusion, it's either you quit right now, right? And you've wasted $16.30 of your money. And you cut it off right then and there, and you walk away, right? Sunk cost fallacy, don't get caught up in it, cut your losses. Or, I just have fun leveling, guys, and just enjoy the leveling. Like, I want to go to Northrend, where it's actually relevant. You know, I'm excited to do that. So I was thinking, man, I'm just ready to quit. Retribution Paladin's going to be terrible. I don't want to have to play Holy. You know what? I don't even really care that much if I raid anymore. I don't. I just want to experience the quest. I just want to go through the zones. I want to soak in the atmosphere and the lore. And if some dad guild should come along and be like, hey, dude, we'll carry you through a couple pieces until you can get good enough and get on your feet, that would be great. But the more hardcore, cutthroat style of playing World of Warcraft today, it existed before, and it wasn't my thing then, and it's not my thing now. So it's kind of weird, man. When you're an MMORPG refugee like me, when your original home has been shut down and you're just a vagabond, a sojourner, making your way through the world looking for a place to call home, it can be kind of rough. But hey, it is what it is. Look, I mean, I found a warlock to level with for about 5 seconds, right? Sure, she had an add-on that completely destroyed my immersion, which said exactly what she was doing. And imagine, if you will, you're in Blackburrow, and I'm talking to my EverQuest audience now. You're in Blackburrow, right? And you kill a gnoll, and somebody just randomly pops up over the head. Gnoll, 4 out of 4 killed, 15 out of 25 gnoll asses gathered. How would you be doing there? How would that? You think your immersion would be shattered completely? So there's two completely different generations here, and they clash. And my cat's like, open the door, man, hurry up. Hold on, buddy, I got you. So, anyways, it's just, part of me wants that old school hardcore, but I want it in a different way than other people want it. And then the other part of me, I want to raid, but I don't want to deal with all the drama of get good, getting kicked. Nobody has the patience to help. You know, it kind of reminds me of trying to get credit for the first time. You can't get credit because you ain't got credit, so you can't get credit until somebody gives you credit. And then you can start getting credit. So it's kind of the same thing, right? Where everybody just smacks into this wall. And for me, it's going to be really tough, because I've never healed in World of Warcraft. I haven't healed since EQOA, but if I want to get into raids and dungeons, well, I'm going to have to play Holy Paladin, because Retribution ain't cutting it. And dang it, I want that beautiful set. I want to be that super sexy dwarf that looks awesome in his set with that awesome plate gear, and that's what I want. And does it make sense to play a Retribution dwarf? No! Stone form does not contribute whatsoever to my group. Will I look like an absolute boss at the end of the day if I do get that stuff? Yes, I will. Because everything looks 3 times better on a dwarf, in my opinion. Or an orc, if you want to go big. But anyway, there you have it. Those are my thoughts on World of Warcraft Classic. I'm going to try to stick through it and just enjoy the experience. If I get into a raiding guild, hey, amen, that's great. If not, oh well. But would I recommend you do this now? Probably not. Probably not. Because you're coming in with an extreme disadvantage to everybody else. And yeah, it's one heck of an uphill battle. But I'm having fun, so I'm just going to take it as far as I can. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to rate it thumbs up. If you're new here, I ask that you please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.